Hello guys, so I just wanted to say I do have a list of videos of things that I want to talk about here on this channel. I don't know when they're going to be filmed or done, but I do have a lot of different like tips and things that I'm going through and preparation for Run Disney races and so on and so forth. But I wanted to do this video now before I forget the details, because it's something that like has kind of affected me more than I expected it to be, because it was such a short moment. It was just a small moment in the moment, but like it's something that's like really made me think differently about running, like outside and running on roads and so on and so forth. If you hear my dishwasher in the background, I apologize for it. It is very, very loud. But anyway, so quick little story time. So this happened like, it was late in the evening. It wasn't that late in the evening, but it was dark outside. So it was like, I think 7 o'clock, because I don't like running too late, but because of the weather and time change, like it was like dark outside. I've ran around my apartment complex like a lot. My apartment complex isn't like that big, but there's lots of big like lights that shine around everywhere. There's lots of speed bumps everywhere. There's stop signs properly where they should be. There are sidewalks, so I can run on the sidewalks, but I prefer to run on pavement because it's a lot easier on my feet. But like anytime like I see a car getting close to me, or especially now I see someone walking towards me, I'll like either step onto the sidewalk or off the sidewalk, so that way I'm out of the way and like I'm not an issue to them. Like for example, if like I see a car pulling into a parking spot in front of me, then I will promptly step onto the sidewalk away from them. And that is a great example because that is what happened in this circumstance. So on this day in particular, so our streets, so we have cars on parking spots on each side. It's a two-way road around our parking lot, and so I was running on the right side. So basically cars are coming in behind me, so they're going to see me. That way the cars coming towards me were on the other side of the road. So I'm like running or whatever. I saw a car coming towards me. It was far enough like away and also away that like if anything happened that I could move out of the way. There were parking spots everywhere. So like they had an option to park. It's not like it was like this was the one parking spot in the area. So I'm running or whatever at a decent pace. I'm more or less, when I run at night, I look straight ahead. I either look straight ahead or I look to the side, because I'm kind of keeping an eye on if any cars turn on or if they start to back up, so that way I can jump onto the sidewalk, slow down, move out of the way, so on and so forth. So I'm looking straight into the side. Out of the corner of my eye, yes, I saw the car, but like I wasn't focused on the car, because again, I'm running up against the cars on the right-hand side and they're on the left-hand side. They're over there on their side of the road. And I will say, not all the time people drive on the road, the correct side of the road. But anyway, so I'm running, and I see the car coming, and they slow down a little bit, and so I thought, oh, they're looking for parking spots. So I don't know how to explain this. So like I'm going straight and they're coming this way. As I approached I didn't realize that this is what they were doing when they did it, until like it was too late. So there was a available parking spot ahead of me. So I'm running towards that spot. They slowed down. Now what they should have done is they should have slowed down, wait for me to pass, and then pulled in. That is not what they did. They tried to pull into the parking spot before I got to it. I guess either assuming I would stop or get out of the way, or they assumed that I just wouldn't make it to that spot before they pulled in. So what they ended up doing is I'm running, I cross like right as I step into like the driveway for the parking spot, they started pulling in. Now, I don't know if they assumed that I would just run faster and pass by them so they'd be able to continue to pull in, but they slowed down, then immediately pulled in to the point where I was like a good 2 feet away from them. My body was like 2 feet away from their car. They did not slow down as they pulled into the parking spot. And what I did, because like, yes, I will squeeze through a car onto the sidewalk if need be, but if there's an open parking spot, I'm going to run through that because that's easier for me to run. I don't have to hit anything or worry about like, doors opening without me knowing or whatever. I just, it's the safest way for me to get to the sidewalk is to run through the parking spot. So that's what I did because I didn't know what this person was doing. I just thought they were pulling towards me. That's all I saw. I just saw lights coming towards me. So I ran into the parking spot, and instead of them slowing down because I'm now in front of their car, they continued to go at the same speed that they were going at into the parking spot, essentially chasing me. And I was so scared in that moment because I was just like, I don't know if they were just like in a hurry or like desperate to get into the parking spot or what. I don't know what their motivation was, but in my mind, this is how when I'm driving, if there's someone there, I will stop. I will slow down, even if they're not walking a crosswalk, even if they're jaywalking, or if they're just taking their own sweet time. I'm going to slow down as much as I need to, and either wait for them to go onto a sidewalk, or I'm going to very carefully drive around them. Because in my mind, I've always been trained pedestrians have the right of way, even if they're not going the right of way. Now that said, as a pedestrian, I will use crosswalks. I will stay as far away from the road as possible when I'm running, like the actual car road. I will wait until that sign says it's safe to cross because, I don't trust drivers. I don't trust drivers. This was a great example of why I don't trust drivers. But like when I'm driving, I'm super careful because I don't want to get fined. I don't want to hit someone. I don't want any of that. I mean, I stop for squirrels, for goodness sakes, when they're running across the road. I don't want to be responsible for anyone's deaths or injury or any of that. And that's just how I drive personally. So the fact that this car just was like, parking spot, oh, I'm going to drive into there, and just didn't take any consideration that there were pedestrians around. And I'd like to point out, I was not going like super fast. Like I don't run like super fast. I run at a decently like jogging pace, but I'm not like Speedy Gonzalez. So it's not like I came out of nowhere. He had to have seen me. And like it was just like very like nerve-wracking for like the rest of my run. I decided to go like out of my apartment complex and like just run on the sidewalk on the side of the road because like I needed to get out of there because I no longer felt safe in my apartment complex. And I was able to cool down. I felt better about it. I really wish that I had stopped and taken a Snapchat of his license plate and been like, hey, please be careful next time or whatever. Just that way I could like email our housing for my apartment complex and like said something. Again, I don't know if it would have done anything and I wasn't trying to get them in trouble. I just wanted it to be like a warning, like, hey, please be careful next time. Although with the residents of my apartment complex currently, I'm sure they wouldn't have given a shit about it. But anyway, it made me like double like second guess myself, question on running around on the road. So what I did end up getting, because I have been doing a lot more nighttime runs lately, is I did get it's like a strap that goes across this way and around your waist. I got a neon yellow one and a neon pink one. They're reflective for me to wear at night when I'm jogging around, because at least I have that going for me. And I'll make another video about different tips and things about running in the dark, or things that I've learned. But like I just wanted to kind of give this cautionary tale while it was still fresh in my mind because it happened a couple of days ago. But I went for a run today. This is my first run in my apartment complex since that's happened, and it was bright, sunny day outside. It was early this morning, and it still affected me. It still made me feel really nervous about running around my apartment complex. So just use this cautionary tale to just be more aware of people around you. Like I said, I didn't get hit. I almost got hit. Like the car could have hit me if I decided to stop, if my legs gave out for whatever reason or whatever. Yeah, just be careful out there. And that's about all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit subscribe if you're not already, and for more videos coming soon, and I'll see you in the next one.